Relying on an ex-Sal after his son Josh was arrested by the SAM, Jim Bob Duggar chose to remain out of the spotlight. He tried to have his oldest child's lawsuit dismissed many times. Nevertheless, his son's conviction and subsequent 12.5-year prison term were unavailing. In the midst of the Duggar patriarch's recent internet disappearance, several Redditors reminisced about one of his most surprising incidents. To view the rare footage of Jim Bob's furious moment, continue reading. Rumor has it that Jim Bob has been footing the bill for Josh's repeatedly denied appeals. The filing of a certiorari by Josh's defense team with the Supreme Court also garnered headlines. It's a formality that asks a higher court to look over a lower court's ruling. Some counting on Redditors, though, believe Jim Bob is squandering his money and ought to take full responsibility for his son's heinous transgressions. I guess the lessons from the wisdom pamphlet were overlooked. Even though the Bible speaks a lot about responsibility, how absurd that JB is still buying into this absurdity that he refused to cover Jill's medical expenses after she gave birth while she was working and earning an income. What a foolish squandering of resources. His situation is not unique, and neither were his rights infringed. The case put forth by Caleb Williams is laughably poor. He could be called to the stand by the lower court. You can't bring up Caleb's past convictions. The court simply informed them. One of Jim Bob's most shocking moments was brought to memory by Redditors in a separate topic. The 58-year-old father had a hard time proving his son Josh's innocence during the trials. The former counting on star left the courthouse silently, ignoring others surrounding him. Just a few moments after that, he ran into a reporter and didn't even bother to glance at them or apologize. Some say Jim Bob Duggar was visibly angry and reaching his breaking point at the time. My mind is blown as to how he managed to escape that. It was quite clear that the collision with that man was hostile. My day was made when Bob sprinted to the car. Once again, he failed to save Pest from his predicament. The contrast between Bob and his associates hurriedly leaving the courthouse and Derek's leisurely exit made me laugh. As he stomped out of the courtroom, Bob almost threw his hands up at a videographer and abandoned his own daughter-in-law. Jimbo, how is it to be on camera when you're not feeling it? Some counting on fans have speculated that Jim Bob Duggar is planning a return to reality TV despite his lack of online activity. However, he will not be the one to shoot the scenes. On the contrary, there are many who believe he is attempting to capitalize on his younger daughters by courting them, which could lead to their return to television, similar to what happened with his elder children. Some have speculated that this is the driving force for Johanna, Jordan, Jennifer, Josie, and Jana's increased appearances in their siblings' vlogs and social media activities.